Hello and welcome. This is Sandra Hart at Life Over 60. Today this video is going to be something a little different. I am going to be doing an interview today with two very interesting women songwriters. Hello and welcome to my channel again. So nice to have you here with me. As some of you know that I used to be a talk show hostess and I am so used to interviewing people, but it's been a long time since I've done an interview except with my husband. But recently two women contacted me who have been watching my channel, and one of them is in her late 50s and the other one is 70 years old. And they are both Grammy nominated songwriters from Nashville. And after talking with them, emailing back and forth and getting to know them, I realized that they really have an important message for all of us here on Life Over 60, because they have lived different chapters in their lives. And now they have come into this chapter where they have combined their talents, and they are a musical duo who write songs together, who perform together, and who inspire other women. They just started their YouTube channel not too long ago, so I thought that it would be really interesting to interview them and kind of have them share their experiences with us. Now, the two women that I'm talking about is Karen Taylor Good, and she is a songwriter, and she has been nominated for a Grammy. She has had top songs on the charts, and Stowe Dailey is a singer-songwriter who is a cancer survivor. She has also had songs on the top of the charts. So these are very accomplished women who have had trials and struggles, but yet they have survived and are very positive, and they are making a purpose from their lives. So I don't want to delay this, and I want to get started. So here is my Zoom interview that I did the other day with Karen Taylor Good and Stowe Dailey. And I think you're really going to love these women. Wonderful. Welcome to Life Over 60. I'm so glad to have you both with me. I know you're way up there in Nashville. It's my favorite town of all. I spend my summers there every year, and I know that it's a music town, and there's so many singers and performers and songwriters there. How in the heck did you two meet? And I'm going to preface this because I've already kind of explained to my subscribers who you are and a little bit about your background, to speed this up a little bit. But I know, it's such a big community up there. How did you two meet?
Well, do you want to go first?
Yeah, take it.
Oh, me? Okay, so I was a staff writer down on Music Row in Nashville.
Back in the early 90s.
In the early 90s, way back then. And so I was at Warner Chapel. Stowe was a staff writer
At BMG Music.
at BMG, and we both had a hit song on the radio. We each had a hit song on the radio at that time, on country radio.
Mm-hmm.
So our publishers put us together, thinking that we would write some big, incredible hit song for Reba McEntire or somebody.
Yours
And,
is right.
Spoiler alert, it didn't happen.
That did not happen, no.
Okay.
We wrote a ridiculously funny song. We laughed and laughed and laughed.
We had a great time together.
We did. But then we didn't see each other for 16 years.
Yeah, the song was so bad.
It really was stupid.
Maybe a hit tomorrow, Roger. No.
It could be.
Actually, it's up on our YouTube channel.
Oh,
It's,
gosh, it is.
It's called, what's it called? The
Our-
wacky song?
I can't remember how we said it. Oh, well, anyway, yeah, it's called, can we tell them?
Yeah.
It's called Honey, I Want Your Money.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Who had that in their minds, of course. Why not? But so you two have gotten together, and this is a new chapter in your life because you've had full lives, you know, before this. And just exactly what is your mission? Kind of, I know, Stowe, you want to talk about your history. You are a cancer survivor,
Mhm.
and that probably has played a lot in as to how you're living the rest of your life and what you want to do with your life, I assume.
Absolutely. So after we didn't see each other for a long time, during that time I raised two children, was married, had, homeschooled, did all this kind of stuff. But this there was this hole, this vacancy of not doing my music. So I think on a level deep down inside, I was very sad. And then in 2008, I was diagnosed with stage 3 rectal cancer. And this really stops you in your tracks. And so I was able to put a lot of focus on what was important to me, because there was a possibility that I wasn't going to make it through this. And so it was a 2-year journey, which did almost kill me a couple of times. And in 2010, I came out on the other side saying yes to life. And I had a new, like, really strong desire to start writing again and start writing songs with someone. And so I said a little prayer, and this lady showed back up in my life in 2010. It's 10 years ago this week that we re-met. And when we re-met, I asked her if she wanted to write, and she said yes. And, 150 songs later, we're still together. And, it's just been amazing.
What is your writing process? I mean, does someone come up with the lyrics and someone else comes up with a melody, or is it a shared?
All of it.
No, she's lying. She's lying. No, no, we usually do the music and the words together. Sometimes somebody will come in with an idea or a title. And a lot of times Stowe gets a great feel going on guitar. Because my tendency on the keyboard is to write very sappy ballads. And I have written a lot of songs about loss and dying, and
She has good instincts.
Yeah, and you have the humor. Is that it? You see the humor in life, or is it both of you? Because a lot of your songs are not only catchy. Some of them make me cry, but some of them are catchy and funny and kind of a play on reality.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's this sisterhood here.
Yeah.
My husband, his office is right next door there, and in my house. And he teases us. He loves her, but he teases us, and he'll say, "Stop that cackling." Because we just laugh a lot. We remember to have fun. It's like being with your best friend. It is being with it's exactly like that.
It's very fun.
I want you to play a song. We're a little bit delayed because of the technical things that we had.
Yeah.
This was only scheduled to be till 3:30
Yeah.
my time. But what would you advise to women who are over 50, over 60? They think their life is over, they're invisible, their kids are gone, maybe they are suffering from an illness, maybe they have come out of the same type of thing you've come out of, Stowe. What kind of advice would you give to them? Because I found in my community here, once a woman passes 40, she feels like she's toast. And this country, unfortunately, that's, it's not France, and it's not where they, honor their older women, ladies, like fine wine. So what advice would you give to people who maybe feel that life is over? Because you're living this chapter, you are, both of you, full. You're living a life with purpose. And I think that is so important. But what could you share with us?
We definitely feel it. As you age, it's.
Well, I know probably in the music,
there.
like all the industries, women, once you become a certain age, you're disposable. More so, I think, in that industry than in real life. But you have something, Karen?
I do. Yeah. Can you tell? I'm chomping at the bit here.
Okay.
Because like literally it was about 10 years ago that Stowe was told, if you could see how thin she is, she weighed 50 pounds less. She was on recommended for hospice care. She was on her way gone. But somehow her spirit knew that she wasn't done yet.
Yeah.
And me, I am now 70, so I have just turned 60, and I looked at, all I see is Willie Nelson out there. I don't see any women who are aging in the music thing. And so I was probably going to quit. Because
That's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was just going to retire, I guess, because, I can't keep doing. And when I think about those 150 songs that would not have been written had I, yeah, so anyway, I'm not stripping, but I'm showing you, it's one of our favorite new songs, and I had to show you because this is the message I have for us. We ain't done yet.
That, that really is my mantra, and this is what I'm trying to really share with all of us, who are in a different chapter in their life. And I think I have had maybe 8 different chapters in my 80 plus years. Every 10 years, I kind of reinvent myself, but you have to take risks. You really have to believe in yourself, and you have to take risks, and you have to be open. Closed mind, but if you're open to everything that God or life has to give you, it's just awesome. It's like a lotus, it just opens up and blossoms. And you two, I think, are the epitome of that. And before my time runs out, I hope we'll have time to get back to more of an interview. Would you play something for us, please? You have something that you think that might
I hope, I hope with the sound, the weird sound stuff. Sometimes music doesn't like
I know.
Oh yeah.
Zoom. But we could, would it
maybe I don't say
send you a video that you could stick in or no?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. I'm going to put videos beneath this conversation, and I will put links to your channel and to maybe special videos that you want me to choose. But I just find that you girls are such a great inspiration to all of us.
As are you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
But it's just that it's just so wonderful that you're out there and you're getting a message out, you're having fun. You have not been afraid to embrace this new chapter in your life. So do you have any plans? I mean, this COVID thing is messing everybody up in the music industry. My son said yesterday that his manager said maybe not till even the end of 2021. So it's really scary what is happening. You can only do so much with, vis-a-vis on Zoom, that you can only do so much with virtual concerts.
Well, I think that YouTube has been a blessing. And honestly, when we found your website, your channel, your YouTube channel, it was like, wow. And you've been doing it longer. You're way more successful on it than we are. And we just thank you so much for sharing us with your people, because that's what apparently that's how this platform works. And it's so lovely to, for women helping women. Thank you.
Yeah.
When I first started, my daughter suggested this because she said, Mother, you were on Romper Room. You spent most of your life in front of the camera. This is a perfect venue. I know about YouTube, but I'd never been on YouTube. I never watched any videos and never did anything. So I really jumped into this with 2 feet, took a risk, and I was embraced by the beauty community, even though I'm more of a motivational person. So I know what you mean. They gave me a leg up. They, wanted to do collabs with me. They shared what I was doing. And so I've kind of come into my own, but I never could have done it without the help of these wonderful, mature women who are also creators in the beauty community. So that's what it's all about, sisterhood, actually. I don't want to be corny, but actually that is what it's all about. Women helping women and not being afraid to take a risk. No matter how young or old you are, if you don't take a risk, you might lose, but you might also win.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
You win if you don't. So you two are winners, and you're winning. I just wish you lots of luck, and I hope my community and my subscribers will join you in your channel and all the fun things that you are doing. So I don't want to ruin your great music ability by doing it on Zoom, because we will put the links below. Do you have anything that you would like to share with us beyond this?
Well, we just want to say that we see you.
In my magic mirror, I see you.
We see you. And
No, that is really so funny, because that was the very first part of my
my
career years ago. And yeah, I know. I
we would say Stowe.
I get that a lot. Pull out the daggers. I get that a lot. I had forgotten all about Romper Room. Not really forgotten about it, but I started that when I was right out of college almost. And I never thought about it twice until my son kind of became known. And Rolling Stone did an article on us and, Emerson's Romper Room mom. So every big concert after that, people would seek me out and say, how come you didn't say my name? All these people are movers and shakers. They're presidents and lawyers and, company CEOs, writers, musicians. They have all done something. And so that tiny little show, I had no idea, because I was so young, made such an impression on those. So in a way, that's what you two are doing. Only you're a romper room for mature women.
Oh, I love that. And what we want to say to these mature women is that you matter and you make a difference in your world. So just keep doing what it is that brings you joy, and that's going to feed all those around you.
That is so true. It does take a village, as they say. Women helping women, women helping one another and having their backs. And I think that is really so important. And you two continue to do what you're doing. I don't know. I don't want to be cut off. I have a little. My iPhone is my stopwatch. It's still going, but I guess we're still recording, so that's good.
And you and Stowe have something very important in common, that you each cut your own hair. We watched that one. That was good.
Great job.
I used to do that years ago, when I was so busy, but I, got a little lazy and, pampered, but I couldn't stand it anymore. But with curly hair, do you have a little bit of curl in your hair? You have good.
Just no wave, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, well, if I make a mistake, I can just cover it up with it. Yeah. So, well, good. You cut your own hair. You should try it.
I've done it for like
and
20,
she cuts mine.
5 years or something.
I'll let her.
Well, absolutely been a wonderful time. I've enjoyed. Thank you. And if you hadn't reached out and taken a risk, I never would have known you were here or there. And hopefully, maybe next summer, when I am able, hopefully, to be down in my house in Nashville, I'd like to get together and maybe we can have some kind of a jam together.
Absolutely, praise.
Jam or something.
We look forward to it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Karen, and thank you much, Stowe. And I'm sure you know the origin of your name, Stowe. That is one of the oldest surnames in the history of England, one of the oldest names.
Thank you for confirming that. I just said that this morning.
Place, and most of the times it meant the church.
Wow. Meeting place. I thought it was home, but you're right.
And they said most of the time it was the church, so you've come full circle.
How did you know that?
That's lovely. And apparently my name means I'm going to speak to the manager. Yes, which I do, because I ain't done yet. I'll take it.
Hey, thank you ever so much again. Best of luck to you, and I hope we can do this again.
Same here.
Thank you, Sandra.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was a really fun interview. I enjoyed that so much, and I hope that you liked it as much as I did. Thank you so much for being here. You know that I love each and every one of you, and I think that I have one of the best communities here on YouTube. I do hope that you will do something very special for yourself today. And don't forget to keep in touch with people that you love. Tell them that you love them and that you haven't forgotten them. And of course, let's all share the love, because this world desperately needs some TLC. Take care, and I hope to see you in my next video. And thank you ever so much for being here today.